Hi, Professor. This is Austin, and here is gonna be his assessment 3. And now we're going to talk about first how to improve the company ESG's performance. I think first of all is to keep the financial stable, to avoid financial strain. The company should begin by targeting high ROI sustainability projects. Examples include energy efficient upgrades, which can cut utility costs, and waste reduction initiatives, which may lower disposal expenses. These investments often pay off themselves over time. And partnering with third-party green technology providers can help scale sustainability efforts without heavy upfront investments. Additionally, the company could apply for grants and/or tax credits aimed at green initiatives, which will offset some initial costs. And more, the company could also implement a phased ESG strategy, starting with low-cost or high-impact areas like energy efficiency or waste management. Aligning these strategies with frameworks such as global reporting initiatives or standards could enhance transparency and credibility in sustainability efforts. Some risks that may affect the transition to sustainable operations include supply chain disruption and unexpected regulation changes. Scenario planning and adopting a flexible risk management framework can prepare the work and the company to provide as needed. The company should consider diversifying suppliers and ensuring some redundancy, particularly with those have strong ESG and mitigating risks related to sourcing. There may still be a talent gap in green tech skills, particularly as emerging technologies evolving rapidly. Investing in reskilling programs for existing employees could be a cost-effective way to close this gap. Importantly, with educational institutions or offering internships in areas as energy management, sustainable building operations, or environmental engaging, environmental engineering might also help to build a talented pipeline. Offering incentives or upskilling programs, including certifications in sustainable practice or eco-efficiency technology, they are both can help bridge the knowledge gap within the workplace. If the company opts for a more aggressive carbon reduction strategy, it should state clear short and long-term goals. Incremental steps like tracking energy consumptions and emissions reductions milestones can provide tangible data to resource investors while also ensuring compliance with many new regulations. Only regulation from staying updated with both local and international policy shifts will be crucial. A dedicated ESG or sustainability team could monitor compliance to reduce the risk of regulatory penalties, particularly as these become stricter over time. And moreover, we have to address several risks. First of all is accelerate carbon reduction goals with a short-term action plan, begin with an accelerated data-driven plan to reduce emissions across operations. This might include energy efficiency upgrades, renewable energy sourcing, and optimized resources management. Employing these quick wins will demonstrate commitment to stakeholders and regulations. Regulars assess and publicly disclose progress, ideally using a verified tracking platform to validate improvements. Engage with investors to communicate their carbon reduction roadmap, showcasing measurable milestones, targets, and long-term sustainability. Regular dialogue through updates or town hall seasons can reduce potential black flash from stakeholders and prevent activity pressures. Identify and align with frameworks that boost eligibility for sustainability indices, such as the Carbon Disclosure Project or like science-based target initiates. Immediately action can certification criteria with increase the chances of maintaining or regain indexes status, which in turn can attract ESG-focused investors and complements internal carbon reduction efforts with visible community-oriented initiatives, sponsorships, partnerships, or green reputations, and strengthen ties with consumers who prioritize sustainable brands. Share success stories and behind-the-scenes insights into the company's sustainability journey across platform to get like crowds know about more how you guys have changed and how their efforts have been effective to the company. And now like we have to also face like the resources combined and like here's some my opinions about the questions is I think is strategy importance is always mainly carbon regulations, especially low governance corporate emissions, prioritize reductions in energy use and shifts toward renewable sources, and employment energy efficient infrastructure upgrades partner with renewable energy providers or install on-site solar or wind power where feasible. And another more is try to waste reduction, circulation, economy initiates, trying to reduce waste through recycling, reuse, and redesign process can not only lower costs down but also position the company as a sustainable leader. That was a talk about like the ESG performance. Like certain regions in mandating waste management with others in sensitive waste reductions, aligning with their requirements shows compliance ratings. And for like stricter ESG requirements, I got some tips and immediate risks for stricter ESG requirements. And first of all, there must be like regulation penalties. Like failure to meet new ESG standards could lead to fines, legal skeletons, or restrictions on business operations, especially if local and international regulations enforce carbon reduction targets. Stricter ESG mandates could fuel shareholder demands for rapid changes, potentially causing governance disputing or affecting stock performance. And falling short on carbon and ESG commitments could alarm like brand presentations, especially among environmentally conscious consumers and partners, demanding consumers and loyalty and overall marketing positions. And what's more is like financial risks. Missing ESG targets can lead to removal from sustainability indices, impacting like stock attractiveness for ESG focused investors and potentially affect the company's capital cost. I think there can be like risk factors like could heighten carbon reduction targets by next year. Like I would put it like 2025, and resources constraints and technology limitations, supply chain defenses, and internal resistance. And like to make sure the company is competitive, like we have to do this because now the globe has changed very fast. So everything is like quick pace or like being like a night or 1 or 2 days. Like maybe the policies may changes. So have to be more positive and more changeable for the company. And carbon reduction is central to global regulation frameworks and future proofing in business as governments tighten emissions requirements and impose penalties for non-compliance. Prioritizing carbon reduction targets is essential for avoiding financial risks. And the key action is employing energy efficiency projects, transition to renewable energy sources, and offset residual emissions through carbon credits where reduction is not feasible. Integrate climate resilience strategies like climate risk assignments to prepare for physical risks like extreme weather. And the last is supply chain sustainability. Set and monitor like sustainable procurement standards, work with suppliers to reduce emissions, and prioritize suppliers who are also committed to ESG practices. Consider implementing digital tools to track and report in more accuracy. And here's my opinions about the event. Thank you, Professor.